I basically almost died. I lost 5 counts of blood. And so when I went to recover, um, it took me longer and I felt weaker and I had no energy and I'm not used to having no energy. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, where I'm at in my life. I have always had really high energy. That's just part of me.
Welcome to the Biz Talk Happy Hour, where we talk about money, side hustles, social media, so you can get paid even with a small following. There is such a common misconception about social media, and that's exactly what this show is about. We're gonna debunk all of that. So let's get started. Welcome back. Today is going to be super exciting because I have a very special guest. Thought, why not bring the best of the best to talk a little bit more about wellness and entrepreneurship? Friend Diane.
So my name's Diane. I am a mom of two, a wife, a certified personal trainer. I work every single angle of training. I am in the gym. I am online. I am helping people with weight loss, fat loss, strength. Also have a beauty business online.
Can you tell people a little bit about how we met? Because I love to tell it my version, but I like to hear your version better.
So we both started our beauty business like a week maybe different. The first call we were on together was with Haley, one of our mentors, and it was like 8 of us. But Senya was the only one talking. And she was new like me, girl in pink, and like everything was pink. I remember when she was getting to know me, she was like, "Oh, this girl's too nice." And she called me a rainbow.
Rainbow, like, why are you like unicorn and rainbow and happy and like empowering? Like, that's not real. Now she's actually one of the people that I go to. I ask for feedback in my personal business. I love the way that she's really taking her business to the next level. But I really want to ask you, before we get into the super fun tips, I want to ask you, what made you go into fitness? Because you've always loved fitness, but something shifted in you to where you completely changed the way that you do business online. Go and let us know, because I really am interested on how you took that journey.
So the beginning actually starts in like 2013, 2014. I was overweight. Now I can say this because I'm more open about it. I was in a really toxic relationship. I was smoking cigarettes every single day. I was drinking pretty much every single day. I was eating like In-N-Out and Carl's Jr. and like everything basically. And I was already a mom. So I kind of just lost myself. And then I really just didn't have any type of health or wellness in my life. I didn't have any positivity. And so what happened was somebody invited me to a workout. Somebody was like, "Hey, I started like walking on my own." And somebody's like, "Hey, I know you've been trying to like kind of like get active. You should come to this workout with me." And it's at a house. And I was like, "What? Like, I'm gonna go to somebody's backyard and work out? That's like weird." And I got my butt kicked. Like, I legitimately got my butt kicked. That's the only workout I ever did, is walking and running. That was like, that to me, that was sufficient enough. I never stopped going back. Like, that was what I needed. I needed community. I needed a push. I needed to be yelled at. I needed to be pushed to the point of you're almost going to throw up, to be woken up and shaken. Losing the 40 pounds, getting into a community that was positive, learning about personal development, reading, meeting Les Brown, meeting Eric Thomas, going into that world of there is more out there. And maybe I'm not a victim of I'm not a victim, but I can change my circumstances. I can do better. I can learn. And it wasn't like all uphill from there. I fell quite a bit after that. But that was like where the fitness obsession started. But like you said, fitness has been a part of my life, but something shifted.
Back to what you said with like toxic relationship, and not just specifically that, but just like really bad habits. Very normal that when we do go through something and we get fitness into our life, we just hold on to that because it gets our endorphins going. I remember falling in love with fitness with my toxic. It was actually an engagement. Fell in love with it so much that I decided to make it my career. But I want you to tell me about that bad habits because I don't know about y'all, but I still have a few of those. So we're gonna talk about this. You said that you had a few, so tell me about yours, so we can feel better. And how did you shift that?
First of all, my first bad habit is self-sabotage. I tend to like do really well and then start doing really badly because I'm doing so well. If you really want to get down to it, that is just your self-worth and self-worthiness and feeling like, okay, real, maybe this is too good to be true. And so let me sabotage. So I had that habit. But things like drinking too much, like I was a bartender, so it was really normal to drink after work. It was really normal to visit the bar on your days off. People will buy you shots, people will buy you drinks, people want you to drink with them. It's part of the job.
I think that a lot of people don't realize that they go through the same thing too. Like, I'm reading The Power of One More. I know that you're reading it too. And it talks about when you see someone, they lose the 10 pounds and they look bomb and amazing. And then the next year that you see them, they're double of what it is because of that relationship. So I'm curious to know. I remember, I don't know if you remember, but I remember the conversation we had when you decided to stop drinking. And I know it wasn't just alcohol, but what is it that made you decide, okay, I need to make a shift? I just need to be healthy.
One thing about myself is that once I learned personal development and mindset, I was like, you can only be positive and only good things are coming and you can't ever complain and blah, 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 blah. And so what happens then? Life will be like, oh, okay. And then punches you. So what happened is I had my son. I gave birth to my son. I had a really, like I always say this, every labor experience is traumatic, period. Like point blank, it doesn't matter how it happened, it's traumatic.
Yeah.
What happened to me is I basically almost died. I lost 5 counts of blood. And so when I went to recover, um, it took me longer and I felt weaker and I had no energy and I'm not used to having no energy. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, where I'm at in my life. I have always had really high energy. That's just part of me. Like nothingness, like blob, like a zombie, like just going through the motions. Cry. What's wrong with me? I don't get it. Like, what's wrong with me? And so I was like, okay, I can either sit here and cry about it and just give up on life and, just focus on being a mom, which I thought about it a lot. Like, oh, I'm just meant to be a mom right now. Or I could do something different. So I actually I have like the log. I actually purchased the Miracle Morning in June of last year. So it's been about a year. I had already been moving my body, but I was also drinking. I was also going back to those bad habits. Like, oh, okay, like I need to get together, right? I woke up like at 7 a.m. My son was usually waking up around 8 or 9. So they gave me like an hour of peace. And then I was like, okay, well, I really like this. I started getting all the tips from the Miracle Morning. And I was like, but I need a little bit more time. I want to work out. I want a full workout before my kids wake up and my husband. So I started waking up at 6. Now I'm finished with that book. I get the book Atomic Habit. It's really, really detailed with habits and how they run your life and how small things are big things and how your self-worth is tied to every single thing you do and your identity and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, I need to get it together. It's not woe is me. It's not everything around me. It's not the environment's fault. It's my fault. And I need to get it together. Since then, since in the last year, I've probably read about a book a month. So probably about 12 books. My life has literally changed. I have changed from small little eating habits, drinking water, to taking walks, to working out more, to starting businesses, to just every single little thing, which eventually led to my decision to stop drinking alcohol.
Said that because a lot of people don't know this, that my husband doesn't drink. He stopped drinking pretty early in our marriage. And for him, it was a lot of binging. We could talk about alcohol another day, but with my husband, it was like go all in no matter what. Like, let's just have an amazingly excessive time. Works for our family. And it's something that I never thought it was weird until people would ask him, like, are you not? What's going on? And I'm like, there's
Mhm.
nothing going on. He just
Mhm.
doesn't want to, you weirdo. Have you got any backlash with that?
Of course, there's always going to be like the friends that they know, they're the ones that maybe drink with you or whatever, or even family members sometimes are like, is everything okay with you? To me, it was a very natural progression. Like I said, I didn't make it a big deal. I didn't tell very many people. I told probably like 3 or 4 thinking about quitting for good. What I did is I said it was 75 hard and that it was part of the challenge. And so that allowed me to have a very private and personal experience with it and really heal and really see that actually I did have a problem and it wasn't just a natural progression. It was something that I was doing excessively and it was hurting myself. And it was another one of my self sabotaging habits. I basically did it in excess, like you said. And also, I had really bad habit of forgetting everything that happened. Best for me, and I should have done this a long time ago, but thank God that I started now.
So I do want to get into the business side. You have been building successful businesses. You decided to go full on, all in with your personal training. PS, what are you drinking? Tell me right now. We haven't had our drink break.
Oh, sorry.
Good.
It's collagen and creatine.
Ooh, okay, muscles. Tell us a few of the avenues of your online business.
The whole reason that I did was even able to do this is because of my beauty business. Because my beauty business allowed me to be home postpartum, allowed me to make money from my bed a lot of the times. So I started a challenge the first time. And I basically just was like, okay, this is a really fun thing to do, but I wish I had a community. I want to talk to somebody. I want somebody to do it with me. And so that became another stream. And then I kept going. I started getting more and more clients. Boot camp started popping. So I changed it into, instead of just 1 day, 2 days. So I got two boot camps now. And I have these challenges going. And then people were like, hey, I want to be trained online with you. So I started making online videos. People were like, I wish somebody would just write up a plan for me. So I started another stream of PDFs, workout PDFs, which I have two of them. I have one that's 1 week, super basic, all at home. And then I have the 4 week intensive that has gym and home, and it's a 4 week thing. And then most recently, I started with my merch.
Ooh, shake it. Let us see it. Let us see.
So
Cute.
this was originally just for me. Like I just wanted my own little like sweatshirt, and I was like, oh, it would be so cute to have like a little kettlebell and like have my brand on the back. And then people were like, oh, are you gonna sell those? I want one. And it was like that for a few months. I was like, okay, people want it, whatever. I would wear it all the time. And it's so funny because someone reached out to me and asked me if I wanted merch. And I was like, yes. I've been working with him ever since because I sold out right away. He was like on it. He did it really quick.
PDFs, training, challenge, so many things that you've done. But with being an entrepreneur, you have to take care of yourself. And it's really hard when you have a 1 year old, right? One and a half?
Mm-hmm.
One and a half year old. Plus, you have a whole teenager, almost, and multiple businesses. How can we stay healthy?
Eat, lift, move, walk, sleep, repeat. Eat is, this is like the whole reason people yo-yo diet, aka Diane, like for the last 10 years, is because we have that all in or nothing mentality.
Monday, or I'm just gonna like binge crazy pizza for breakfast all weekend.
And we're like, oh, that the word diet is thrown around, right? Like I'm either on a diet or I'm just like I'm binging. And that's just honestly, it's so normal in our society that nobody's like, red flag. We have a bad relationship with food. 80% nutrition and 20% whatever the heck you want. Things that you know are going to nourish your body, things that make you feel good when you eat them, like vegetables, like just protein based, good, wholesome, everything that you know you should be eating, and then fitting in the 20% of or cake or whatever it is that you crave. Figuring out how to fit those things that you love slightly into your diet so that you don't give up.
We are pro cookies here, okay? We're okay with that. But you said a second one. So which one is that second one?
Movement is different than lifting. Everyone's gonna get mad, but there's a lot of unhealthy, ripped people. There was no McDonald's across the street. There was no like liquor store down the street. It was like people were moving to get to their food. People were moving to build their houses. Like think about all that movement. And then think about our lives today. We sit on computers, we sit on our phones, we sit to do everything. Everything is sitting. We sit to drive. We don't walk anywhere. Like we don't even have to climb stairs because there's escalators and elevators. So if you want to, be a healthy person and that is your goal, which it should be your goal, you need to move your body. Just think about, be cognizant of like, how long have I been sitting? It's called neat exercises. It is what you do when you're outside of the gym. It still counts. It still matters. You're still moving your body. You're still burning. And I know that that's difficult. You're like, what? How dare you? That's ridiculous. But it's your health. That's more important than anything in the world. Like that's what's going to keep you alive. That's what's going to keep you well. Incorporate the kids in activity.
I
Kids
like
love
that.
activity. Again, they have a lot of energy. We're meant to be energetic. We're meant to move. We were not put here to sit in a desk. That's not what we were put here for.
I love that. So eat, move, You said lift. Self-explanatory, but tell me why lift.
After you're 30 years old, you're gonna lose the percentage of muscle. So when you start lifting, there is so much more than aesthetic so that you can be able to go on the walks and do all the things long term, right? Building muscle allows that. Lifting weights also helps strengthen your bones and your joints. It helps you burn fat inside and outside of the gym.
So tell me the fourth one. Let's talk about sleep. I like it. I like sleep. So I want to know why sleep and how do you do that? Because you still have a 1-year-old.
Your body does the most when it's in the recovery mode. The healing process is what actually builds the muscle. So you need to heal. Your body needs to recover from all the things that you did that day, even if you're not a lifter, even if all you did was work all day. It's just good. It's good for your mind. It's good for your body. It's good for your soul. Missing the most in most people's health plans. So I need to go to sleep earlier. Like I don't have a choice, right? At the first it was like a fun little experiment. Now it's like this is my schedule. This is what it is. I go to sleep early. I start winding down at 7:30. I'm asleep 8:30, 9 maximum. My toddler is a toddler. He's a full-blown toddler. Is doing backflips in the bed and just like
At 8:30
singing,
p.m.
yeah, singing, talking up a storm. A lot of the times, what helps is sounds, darkness,
Yes.
turning off the screens early. So more so just darkening the room, not touching my phone. 8:30, winding down, almost asleep. If not asleep, 9 for sure. It's over. Goodbye.
Well, I do text you or call you because I don't even know what time it is, and it says delivered quietly, which I love. Which one is the last one?
I do it again every single day. Consistency. Obviously, this in business. It's your life. It's just every single thing. If you want something to work, you have to do it, and then you got to do it again, and you got to do it again, and then you got to do it again. It's the most tedious and annoying thing, and that's why we're always looking for the elixir of life, the one solution that's going to solve all of our problems, the one thing, the magic bottle of something that's going to be just everything that we wanted in life. And it's just not ever going to happen. So just keep doing it every single day. And that's what's going to get you the life that you want.
What I love that she shared is, and we didn't even talk about this. Are you coming back for part 2 or what? We did not talk about the compound effect, which is exactly what she did, which is doing these things, even though they're maybe small steps, but she was able to do this consistently to literally in 1 year, her life has completely changed. So we're gonna put all of her links, everything that she talked about in the description. So make sure you go follow her. Yes, we'll put her programs in the description too. But one last thing, what book are you reading? I already spilled the tea.
Currently is The Power of One More.
I love that. We'll link that too. And I'm so, so thankful for you spending your morning with me. I know that you kicked your child out to be here, and I really, really do appreciate. We're going to go eat, lift, walk, sleep, and repeat. Thank you so much. Eat, lift, walk, slip, and repeat. Wait, let me say that again.